Is that going to cause them to get into multiple offers, or are they going to go up? Something to think about. The other thing she's wanting to do is throw $25,000 at every new home buyer. Okay, what's going to happen there? That's also going to spark the market and drive more buyers, which could then cause things to go up again. What's up, guys? Are you scared about what's happening with our elections? If you're not, you should be, because things could drastically change for everybody when it comes to real estate. Now, I'm Dwayne Richens, door-to-door realtor. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about some of the effects of the policies they're trying to put into place depending on which president gets into office and how that could affect your clients and how much real estate you sell. So buckle down. I'm going to go through a bunch of statistical data. I've got a lot here on my laptop that I'm going to refer to, but in reality, this is big. And when you go door to door, you've got to have current information to be able to share with your clients about what is happening in the real estate world, how it affects people, and what things could be impactful for them to know now so they can make the best buying decisions. So let's first off by talking about Harris. Harris is saying that there is a big amount of people that have way too many homes, when in reality, there's not. It's about 1% to 2% of single family homes in the United States are owned by a big corporation like Blackstone, like BlackRock. Most of them are owned individually with private investors. So it's not like it's seen in her eyes that most of the world is owned by these huge companies making millions off of rents and real estate. Now, there are some out there, and that's great. And they're very smart by getting into real estate and investing. I've got 68 doors myself, and I wish I had 150 or 200 doors, because in reality, it is the best investment you could ever do. But we shouldn't go in and cut the legs out from underneath those. So one of her proposals is to bring in a large tax on equity that you have inside of those investment properties. When you sell, a 40% tax that's hit every time you sell a house and buy a new one. Now that's going to be crazy expensive. Where's all that money going? So that money is now transitioning over into more homes. Now, because it's harder to buy a house right now, she's wanting to build a ton of homes to the tune of 300 million homes that are affordable housing throughout the United States. Now, what does that do to our economy? First, it's going to bring home prices down because there's going to be a ton of inventory hitting the market. Yes, it's going to help a lot of those people that couldn't have bought a house before, but now can. So that being said, that's a great portion. But to flood the market with 300 million homes paid by taxpayer dollars is quite a bit. What that also does is it causes shortage of construction materials. And we remember back in the COVID times when construction materials hit the market, and tons of them were hitting the market, it caused prices to go up. Sheet of plywood was like 20 bucks. Things went through the roof during COVID times. So is that going to happen again? Now, it also is going to spur a lot of buyers to come in to the market. Is that going to negatively affect the home prices in those lower price points? Is that going to cause them to get into multiple offers, or are they going to go up? Something to think about. The other thing she's wanting to do is throw $25,000 at every new home buyer. Okay, what's going to happen there? That's also going to spark the market and drive more buyers, which could then cause things to go up again. Be careful about how those impacts could affect people. She wants to also lower rents across the board so that it's more affordable. What does that do? If you're an investor and you can't charge above a certain amount, that affects your bottom line, at which point you're going to sell. And if you sell and a bunch of homes are going on the market at the same time, guess what? Home prices are going to dip. So guys, there's a lot to think about as we go through this. Rent control and tenant protection programs could drastically affect the market. Now you flip it over to Trump, and Trump is saying, hey, let's build. Let's incentivize people to build. And that also helps the housing. But we're not going to drop rates. We're not going to drop all this other stuff to where it causes bidding wars and causes inflation to go up and causes building materials to go up. He's talked about opening up some of the federal lands to build on. Now, there's a lot of people that don't want people building on those federal lands. However, that's another avenue that he's proposing. Trump's offering more sustainable benefits for long-term holding. So, hey, let's not just go sell this, but let's hang on to it and let's keep this ball rolling. Let's continue to gain income. Let's continue to gain equity, because when you have equity in properties, you can then go and use that equity to put back into the economy, to spark the economy, to grow the economy. And I think the American dream is for everybody to be a homeowner. And I hope that the American dream is for everybody to own investment properties. They should. They should. So guys, as we look at presidential elections, dive into these. Dive deeper into what I'm giving you a little bit of insight on today. I am not a fan of either candidate, so I'm not trying to say I'm pro-Trump or I'm pro-Harris. I'm not. I feel like in America, we're in trouble. And I feel like out of all of the Americans that are out here, there should be more than these two people running for president. So guys, make sure you know these policies. Make sure that you know how to answer them. Make sure you know the effects that it could have on the people. Let them know what rates are doing today and why they're dropping and what could happen. Honestly, you guys, when Trump got into office, everybody thinks that rates dropped. They did not. Rates only drop when the economy is horrible. That's why rates are dropping right now, is our economy is not great. And so don't, hope that Trump gets in so rates come down. They won't. They'll go up, because in his past, the economy was thriving better. And that's not just my personal opinion. It's shown in the rate. So guys, get to where you know all of these things and then be the professional at it and share it with all your clients. Guys, comment below. Pro-Harris, pro-Trump, why? Let's get some camaraderie going on why you believe that Harris is going to be the best, or why you believe Trump's going to be the best, and what policies you know. Let's get a bunch of information on this so that people are aware. Chime in. Love to hear from you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Look forward to hearing from you soon.